Alright everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video, and today we're going to talk about Alan Wake coming to Dead by Daylight. I didn't think this was such a controversial thing, but apparently it is. I am on Dead by Daylight Twitter a lot, and on the YouTubes it's not so much there, but my god, I didn't think so many people hated this franchise. In fact, I didn't know so many people just didn't know it existed. Alan Wake 2 was nominated for Game of the Year. It won like 5 awards. Whatever. And the original game is like often regarded as like a masterpiece. Basically everything by Remedy is, but that's not the point. Like, people getting upset that this character is coming to the game just makes no sense to me. Like, okay, it's not exactly horror, but it's at the very least horror adjacent. It's a new license to help get people in. And it's a new survivor to make up for the fact that we didn't get one with the Chucky chapter. Like, his perks aren't terrible. They're not the greatest things in the world, but they're not terrible. One of them might get nerfed pretty hard soon. Not that I think it deserves it. I actually think the flashlight perk is fine. I don't know why everyone's complaining about it, honestly. But I don't know. I've seen some arguments like he's not popular enough. Once again, Alan Wake 2 was nominated for Game of the fucking Year. On top of, like, if I asked my friend who's never played Alan Wake before, I can guarantee you he's at least heard of it. It's really not as uncommon as some of y'all are making this thing out to be. It's a very popular game. On top of that, the other argument I keep hearing is, oh, it wasn't a female survivor. Alright, let me stop you right there. One, the female to male ratio on Survivor side is pretty even. I believe last I checked is 31 males to 30 females with this chapter. I'm sorry that it couldn't be 1 for 1, but that's not how it works unless they add 2 survivors at once. And that's just such a weird thing that people are complaining that it's not a female survivor. I don't get it. I don't understand. People in the comments, please, if you genuinely don't like Alan Wake being in the game, tell me why. And if it's along the lines of he's male, or because no one knows who Alan Wake is and I wanted this chapter instead, that's not a good argument. If your argument is, oh, Alan Wake isn't really horror history, fine, that I'll accept. That I'm fine with as being a valid reason as to why you don't think this character should be in the game. My counter argument to that would be Nicolas Cage came into the game and everyone was fucking ecstatic about it. Anyways, like, I'm just going to bring this up to kind of future-proof this video. No matter which survivor or killer from any franchise gets added to this game, in my opinion, I think they fit. Unless it's something completely insane. Even then, Nicolas Cage, I think, fits, even though some would argue he doesn't because it's not... but it's just Nicolas Cage from the movies. I'm rambling at this point because I'm genuinely upset by people being mad that Alan Wake is coming to the game. I cannot understand it. There are a lot of franchises that Dead by Daylight can pull from that I feel would make sense for the game that are not necessarily horror. Scooby-Doo gets brought up all the time. Scooby-Doo isn't horror. It is horror-inspired, but it's not horror itself, and that's why this makes no sense to me. Same with Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is not a scary movie. It's not. It's not like, it's not a slasher flick. It's not anything like that. And yet it's a commonly requested thing. Attack on Titan was commonly requested, and I wouldn't call that horror. I mean, it's you know, okay, I take that one back. Attack on Titan is horror. But there are so many requests I see for this game that aren't horror. Legitimate, serious requests that aren't horror that fit this game. Requests that are completely out there and from franchises no one's heard of. Pinhead's a good example. Don't get me wrong, Hellraiser is extremely influential and an icon of horror. He really is. However, I can tell you right now, even my parents haven't seen fucking Hellraiser because it's still a niche cult classic. Doesn't mean I'm not excited that Pinhead's in the game. I really am. It's just, that's my point. This game has room for cult classics and gaming franchises that aren't as in the mainstream as they should be. The problem is that Alan Wake is in the mainstream. Once again, it was nominated for Game of the fucking... whatever. Okay. I love you guys. Tell me what y'all think. I really want to know why people don't like Alan Wake being in this game. This is probably the most rambly video I've ever made. Just because this unlike the community rant video I did, this one genuinely upsets me because I don't understand the logic. At least with the community getting mad at me for some stuff, it's like, okay, I get that. All right, understandable. We don't have the same opinions. All right, you think I'm stupid. Whatever. But with this, it's like, okay, who cares? Like, I legit... Whatever. Anyways, love you guys. Links and stuff are below. Twitter and the Twitch. I'll be back streaming soon. I promise. We're doing the Wraith interview stuff tomorrow, but should be out on Wednesday. But yeah, like and sub. Blah, blah, blah. Love y'all, and bye.